Okay, today we have a very interesting topic. We are going to look at what to do after each posting. As you saw last time, we created a video based upon a script that we had. So give me 1 second. I have to get the computer ready to go here. And today we're going to look at what do you do after that. Posting the video by itself doesn't give you what you need. Let's see, can I find it? Don't see it. Select stream. I'm doing the setup right now, guys, so just give me 2 seconds. Refresh. Okay, here we go. Found it. Found one. Seem to find the others, so don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's just keep going. We'll figure it out as we move along. So one of the most important things that we could do is to pick the right title. That's really it's not as easy as you think because um, a lot of times the if you have like the video IQ that I have, it suggests titles. And if you look here, the title that I selected was my first full video. It has a 78 score, 78. And if you look at the other title, it has a higher score. Like the first one is 87, 86, blah blah blah. 90% of the time, I would select the one of the suggested title that will give me a higher score. But today, because of this is a series of video that have the same basic name, Veteran Housing's Revolution, I chose to keep the same title because the other ones would be like for different portions of it, and um, and I got to make an update when it comes to this section here because I want to have a link to each of the individual videos. Well, that's for another time. This video is not ready to be. It's scheduled to be released tonight, but it's not ready to go right now. So if you remember, let me see if I can find it real quick. I should have ready for that. I'm going to give you a quick version of it. This is what we're going to release tonight.
Are we finally witnessing a fundamental shift in how the United States protects the men and women who wore the uniform? Or is the complexity of new legislation leaving too many veterans behind in the fine print? For years, the veteran community has sounded the alarm on rising housing costs, healthcare wait times, and a bureaucratic system that often feels like it's designed to say no. But recently, the legislative landscape has shifted. With a wave of bipartisan support, President Trump has signed a series of bills, some reaching back to his first term and others marking the start of 2025 and 2026 that aim to rewrite the script for veteran support. From the Forever GI Bill to the massive VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, these aren't just minor adjustments. They are structural changes. But here is the million-dollar question. Do these laws actually put money back in your pocket and keep a roof over your head? Or do they create new hurdles you aren't prepared for? Today, we are breaking down the massive 2025 and 2026 updates, analyzing the big beautiful bill for defense, and doing a deep dive into the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, specifically HR 1815. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and the reality of what this means for your future. Let's start with the now. The early months of 2025 and 2026 have been a whirlwind for veteran policy. The flagship of this movement is the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, H.R. 1815. Signed in July 2025, this was a direct response to the post-pandemic housing crisis, where thousands of veterans found themselves on the brink of foreclosure as interest rates spiked and temporary relief programs expired. But it didn't stop there. In January 2026, we saw a trio of bills hit the president's desk. First, the Disabled Veterans Housing Support Act. This is a huge win for those with high disability ratings. For the first time, it mandates that service-connected disability compensation cannot be counted as income, in a way that disqualifies you from certain housing support programs. It's a fix for a catch-22 that has plagued disabled vets for decades. Then, there's the VA Budget Shortfall Accountability Act. We've all heard the news stories about the VA running out of money mid-year. This law forces the VA to provide transparent, real-time reports on funding gaps, so veterans aren't the ones who suffer when the math doesn't add up in DC. Finally, the FAST Vets Act was signed to streamline vocational rehabilitation. If your path to a new career gets derailed, this law specifies exactly how and when the VA must redevelop your plan, cutting down the red tape that keeps vets in limbo. Now, let's get into the weeds of the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, H.R. 1815. This is being hailed as the most significant update to veteran housing in a generation. But like any law, it has two sides. The advantages. The biggest pro is the partial claim incentive. Before this law, if you fell behind on your mortgage, your options were limited, often resulting in a lump sum payment you couldn't afford. H.R. 1815 allows the VA to help you manage delinquency by creating a partial claim. Essentially, the VA can help cover the past due amount to bring your loan current, allowing you to stay in your home while you pay back that assistance later, often at 0% interest, at the end of your loan term. Secondly, it modernizes the appraisal process. We've all heard the horror stories of sellers refusing VA loans because the inspections were too picky. This reform streamlines those requirements, making VA buyers more competitive in a cutthroat housing market. It's about keeping veterans in their homes and preventing homelessness before it starts. The disadvantages. However, it's not all sunshine. The primary disadvantage is the risk of equity erosion. By utilizing partial claims or modernizing delinquency management, some veterans may find themselves with very little equity in their homes if they need to sell quickly. You are essentially adding a second silent lien on your property. There is also the concern of bureaucratic lag. While the law is signed, the VA is notorious for taking months or even years to fully implement the technology needed to process these new claims. If you're facing foreclosure today, the Reform Act might not move fast enough to save you if the local VA office isn't up to speed. Finally, there's the small print issue. These benefits, are we finally witnessing?
Okay, guys, this is enough. I mean, you can see the whole video tonight, starting at 9 p.m. But in reality, we schedule not only the full video tonight, but then each day there will be release of a shorts that would apply, would be accompany, or be supplementing the the full-time video. We did that on the prior to releases of the broadcast. So now what we're going to do is think about what do we have to do after the posting. It's just create the video, you just post it, and that's it. In reality, there's a lot of work that needs to happen. So I created this stream so that we talk about what is it that I do. You know, some people do different things, and I could tell you that I listen to everyone. Sometimes it's confusing because the information is, not the same. So, question: who do you listen to? But I think universally, we all agree that the title is one of the most important things that we do. And you want the title and the file name to be the same. Now, it's a trick to that because in reality, the title that you choose initially may not be the best title for your video. So That rule is only applied 50% of the time. This is one time where it does apply. I kept the file name and the video name the same, but now look at what's going on. This file name is rated 78%, meaning that based on keywords and things like that, it only has a rating of 78. There are better titles. This one is rated 87, 86, and you can see the rest of them. So normally, 90% of the time, I'll either choose a higher rating title or I would do an A/B testing. I might still do an A/B testing for the title, but not today. That's for another time. I've been doing A/B testing for a while, and I really don't know if it's helping or not. Honestly, I haven't been able to see any measurable information that I could share with you, other than the fact that it's there. I use it. It is recommended by a lot of people to use it. So you decide what to do on that one. The next one is very important. It's a description. And here, what they're saying is you need to have some of the words in your title, like veteran housing, VA finance home loan, things of that nature that are part of your title and your description, and that's supposed to help the SEO or Google and YouTube be able to push your video. I use it, and I also try to look at the rating. If the description that I choose has a very low rating, I usually try to get more description using ChatGPT or other sources in order to improve on my description. I like to get this number here as high as possible. And if you remember what I said, I do use VidIQ in order to help me with the SEO and thumbnail concept and things of that nature. So if you don't have that, they may have a free version that you could use. But I think it gives you a lot of more flexibility and a lot of intelligence as to what you're using. So as such, I do recommend it for now. It's not, they're not paying me to say this. So I'm just endorsing it because I'm using it and I'm getting a lot of feedback from people about it. So I think it's a good thing. Now, timestamp. There's a debate whether or not timestamp really help. I do believe that I started using it because it says that it helped with the SEO. I'm not really sure yet. I don't have enough data to say, yeah, verily, it does help. But I have it. I could generate it. It doesn't hurt. So using uh, ChatGPT, you could generate your timestamp or some other methodology, some other program. And usually, I started using it, seemed to be improving a little bit, but I'm not really sure whether it works or not. So it's up to you. But I'm using it. Now, part of the SEO that you get either from VidIQ or from ChatGPT are your tags. Again, another area that's seriously debated on YouTube whether or not tags means anything. I do use them. I figured since I have them, it cannot hurt. So for the video that I selected, I have core tags, specific tags, and long tail tags. Core tags are associated with the actual video. Specific tags are related to your niche. And the long tail tags are just tags that are based upon SEO computation. Again, hashtag, another debated hashtag. Are they useful or not? Some people say they're not. I have them, therefore I'm using it. Hopefully, that will give you something that you need. Now, the title and thumbnail, excuse me. The thumbnail that I use, not for this video, but for the main video that I made yesterday. It's this one here. Uh, Highly debated. You could get multiple ones and select the best one. I selected this one based upon what the video was all about, and hoping that it's a good one. So basically, I made that using again Video IQ once again, but you could have many ways to make it. You find out that over time you may want to change it if you have time to see which one worked the best, or you want to do an A/B testing on it. Uh, any sort of program that you use that'll give you an advantage. My suggestion is to use it. Use it. Let the video play out. Use it and see if it doesn't work. Then change some of the things, like some of the things that I'm talking about. Then uh, the YouTube gives you three method of generating the thumbnail. I just usually create one outside and load it up. Playlists are very important. Yesterday, I used a playlist to create a series of video and commentary against it. I'm not I'm not concerned. The only concern that I have about that is whether or not YouTube is going to think it's repetitious video or information, because I already posted the video. Then I come back here and I make a commentary about the video, my own video, not somebody else's. So I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. I had to kind of judge it a little bit more into the future. But in reality, that's my best approach right now. So it's to get some of my video, create a playlist, and comment on each video, either about the creation of the video, what the video is all about, hoping that it will give the listener more in-depth information as to why the video was created, how does it help, and things of that nature. I'm gonna go over a couple of these things right now. The next one is a require posting. Was it made for kids? Obviously, the answer for my things would be no. I would like to say here that you could pre-select a lot of the settings that I'm about to talk about by going to setting, upload default, either on the basic or advanced setting. You could preset the description, the visibility, the tags that you want to use, and things of that nature. So if you want to save a little bit of time, and there are some settings they're not going to change, go to settings in your YouTube and make these changes, and it will help you, because you want to have a basic information in case you forget to put in a description. At least it will not be blank. You have some information that will be preloaded into each video. Very important thing. Very information. Very important. And this year, most people say don't set it to public the first time, and they are true. I never put the first time I published the video. I never put it to public. I always schedule it. But for now, on my basic uh, setting, is set to public in case online and I want to just send it out, or I want to go to do a live show. Set to public, but I don't ever publish it the first time. I usually schedule it, then I go back and I do all the back end information, all the things that you see right here, the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags, all that is done post video submittal. And basically, you cannot do all that the same day you create the video. Just too much information. You have to think through that. So uh, don't ever set your initial submission to public. It will not help you. Let's put it that way. But going back to the setting of the video, age restriction, I usually select no, don't restrict my video to viewer over 18 only. That seems to be the best setting. I already say it was not for kids, so that appears to be the setting that works the best for me. Paid promotion. Right now, I don't have any paid promotion, but sometimes I do plan to have paid promotions. When someone actually pay me to create a video or to advertise their products in my channel, so eventually I will have to click this one right here. It's important that you do that one. You don't skip it if you have a paid promotion so that you don't get in trouble with YouTube. Alter content. 90% of my content, if not 85 to 90%, is actually generated through AI. And even the one that have uh, mostly regular video, there will be some AI portion that I use. So I don't know if this is affecting me or not, but I usually select yes. Some people will tell to leave it blank and let the system figure it out. I like to be upfront, and if I have AI, if I did any portion of what I did the video, I usually click yes. I don't know. If you have a different opinion on that, just go ahead and tell me on the comments. That would be great. So this is something that I'm trying to do, but I've not been successful yet. Invite collaborators. I have sent out a couple of invitations, but I haven't received any feedback yet. So if you guys are out there, small channel, medium-sized channel, you want to collaborate with me, just send me an invite, and I'll try my best to support that activity. Automatic chapters. I listened to a video the other day where they say this was very important factor. You create your own chapters. I'm not that familiar with the automatic chapter, so I usually leave it blank for now. But you decide whether or not you want to do that. This I'll publish a video about this in the future if you guys want me to do that. Just leave me a comment on the leave me a comment and I'll be able to go ahead and put that together for you guys. Uh, feature places. So I just should allow automatic places on this one. So let me know what you think. I don't have any feedback either way as to whether this is good or bad, but it seems not to impact anything. Automatic concept again is an experimental. Is it help you learn more about unfamiliar term without leaving the video? Concept mention it in your video may automatically appear on the description. I haven't seen that happen, but like I say, it's an experiment that YouTube is doing. It's not it has not impacted me at all. So we'll see what happens. Now, automatic. Next one is tags. I usually do have tags, and one recommendation that was given to me a while back is to use my channel name on the tag section, which I have been doing ever since. And then I get my tags through either VidIQ or through Google, or through other means. I know there are places where they you can't get it for free, but through VidIQ, I get a rating for each tag that I select. Like for example, my channel name only rates 37 compared to our president, which is 73, compared to VA Alex Hominy, which is 76, Elon Musk, which is 72. And as you can see, they have different ratings. So when you are selecting the tags, you are able to select it by how you apply to your video, how we rate on the SEO scheme. So a combination of those two is very helpful. If you get a zero tag, it's no point using it, which I've been receiving some of them. So go ahead and apply and select the one that you want to use. Okay, language and caption certification. For me, it's English, title description, language in English. Now, this thing here, caption and certification, I didn't know what it was, so I went down and did some research on that. Um, the FTC requires closed caption for certain content that appear on television in the United States on or after 30 September 2012. Now, it doesn't impact me because I don't have any of that content, but if you do, be aware of this caption certification and use it if you have to. This information here, I use it most of the time, but not all the time. The recording date, obviously, it was yesterday for me. The video location was the United States. I like to allow for common attribution for that, if at all possible. Um, Allow embedding. Now, this one here, publish to subscription fee and notify subscriber. Usually, depending on the video, I can mark it on or I can mark it off. If it's a video with a new concept, what I'll do mostly is I'll leave it off. If it's a video within my niche, I leave it on because I'm assuming my subscriber are interested on that topic. If they're not, then they're not. But uh, this is something that I'm watching very closely to see if it helps. There are some people that said if you don't have a lot of subscriber, click off, leave that blank. Because if you only have two subscribers and it goes to two of them and they don't respond, YouTube is going to kill your video. If you leave it off, you have a higher opportunity of other people uh, seeing your video and being able to make comments and be able to view what you're putting together. Okay, remixing, new concept. I haven't applied a lot of it. There are people that really manage to do remixing very well. That's something that I would do in the future, not right now. It's not part of my core task, but I know it's there. I know it's something to be done, something to be learned, something that I will do shortly. Now, if you have had any experience doing remixing, please share your comments with me. I'd like to know more about it. Category. It is said that Google puts most video, if you select nothing, into people and blog. It just so happened that that's what I'm doing for my blog. So I'm selecting that one. I'm quite sure there are too many things to look at and make a determination which one is best for your channel. The If you select the right one, it could help you get more views. But I think the one that has the most hits seems to be people on blog. It's the general one that most video are categorized into. So therefore, from my perspective, it will give you the highest possibility of your video being pushed out. Now the next section, comments and rating. Uh, I always leave my comments on. Some people leave it off. I understand why they don't want to get bad comments. And I use a strict moderation. I don't want to see all of the comments because there are people that post some things there that are pretty mean. So I like you to do some moderation in your titles, in your comments. If somebody puts something out there that's really offensive, they don't push it to you. They'll kill it automatically. So I only want to see comments that I valid, that I helpful, And I think using a strict moderation, something very helpful, and YouTube kind of help with that. So let me know if you have a different perspective on this. I think having this set to no, it's not it's not good. You don't get any feedback from the public, so you want to get some feedback, but you don't want to have it open so that everybody could make a comment. And even if they only have one subscriber that created the account for the strict purpose of trashing your channel. So strict moderation allows you to basically get good comments from the public and not be distracted by the people that are making poor choices. Uh, the next one, I've been told that you have you have you could either select anyone, meaning allow people to make comment, or you could select your subscriber only. That means that they will have to subscribe to your channel in order to make a comment. No, I debated over that for quite a bit, and I decided that I don't want people to subscribe just to make a comment because they could subscribe and basically unsubscribe right after that, so I'm not gaining anything. So if they want to make a comment, I don't want to stop them. I want them to make the comment and then basically moderate the comment and we have a discussion back and forth. That's my opinion. You test both of them. You test moderation to see if you like something different than strict. That's the one that I like. You test who can comment on your video, whether that would be anyone or only subscriber. And let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. That's just a sorting. Now there are other things you got to worry about, and I think one of the ones, this one I know for a fact has an impact on how many views you get. Remember at the beginning I said, don't set your don't publish your video immediately when it's uploaded. Don't go to public, but go to schedule. So what I do is I do schedule my video, and usually when you schedule it, it says YouTube asks for 24 hours, and then it asks you at what time you want to publish it. Because I have Video IQ, they do some testing as to what time is the best time to post. You can post anytime you want to, basically. But if you look here, it's recommending that the best time to post is between 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. for this video. In the past, it was suggesting between 3 or 4 p.m. So it depends on the day of the week. It would tell you when to post. And I have been finding out that this thing is pretty accurate. So I do want to post the video when the people are there to watch it. So your choice. If you don't have the same program that I have, my recommendation will either be to post between 3 to 5 or 9 to 11. That seems to be the best time, or anytime between 3 to 9 in the afternoon. I know I posted a lot of videos at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and people just jump in online to start making comments at that point. So you make a decision. Then I do use subtitles. I do use end screen, and I do use cards. Hopefully that will be effectively what's going on. Now, a quick summary for those that are just joining us. If you remember, I published this video
Are we finally witnessing a fundamental shift in how the United States protects the men and women who wore the uniform?
Publish this video, not publish it. I created it yesterday, and we talk about the creation and how to use one long video and create multiple short video from that. This is the long video posting and the things that I do prior to I post a video, but it doesn't get released. It's scheduled in YouTube. So the things that I talked about basically for that are starting with the title. I can do a quick summary. The title, thumbnail, and creating the description of it, the thumbnail, the playlist, and how you could do your basic setting automatically. And some other quick setting that you are required to have, like children, not for child. And if you use any AI to generate the video to mark yes here. And the use of tags or not use of tag, whether they're valuable or not valuable. We had a discussion about that and the important setting related to whether you should push the feed to your subscriber or not. Very important topic on that. And basically the other settings as to when you post the video. So that basically is what we talked about today. So if you have any comments or questions or concerns, please let me know. Also, if you are a small channel creator and you want to collaborate, just send me a request. I'm looking for some collaborator right now to do that. Hopefully you have a great day. I'll see you guys up in the air at a later time. Thank you, everyone.